Well, my friends, welcome to Lincolnshire. Cockpit kayaker here. Good to have your company as always. Today's video is just a quick internal look at the Shetland 4+2 before I start doing any work to it. I'm not sure if you can remember on the previous video there was this stain and I managed to get it off with that. It's called the pink stuff, cheapest chips from B&M's. I use it in my work really for cleaning fascia boards and guttering if they're heavily kind of stained. It's a bit of it's a paste. It's a cleaning paste, but it's not a heavy compound, so you know you can rub with it and it doesn't actually do a great deal of damage to the surface that you're actually cleaning. It just brings it up nice and clean. It's not going to take away scratches or anything like that, but for that rust stain, which is obviously someone behind that bumper strip has used some kind of steel screws, and that's what's causing the staining. So I'm going to have to take that bumper strip off and have a look at it and change the screws to stainless. It's a job really that I'm not going to do until the summer. I really need, it's like when you change windows on a boat, rubber windows, you really need those rubbers to be incredibly warm, so then they become easier to handle, they're more pliable. And I think the same applies with the bumper strip. So as soon as the sun comes out and starts heating that side of the boat, and then it softens the rubber, that's when I'll take it off and change probably all the screws for stainless. If I don't do that, eventually it's just going to come back and do my head in. So that's where that staining was, just down here, and it was really heavily stained, to be fair, and a little bit of that paste and off it's come. But I've got the sun directly behind me and I'm not sure it's picking up how clean this boat has come up. I've obviously got to get these decals off. I've ordered some new ones from I think they're from Ireland coming. Full decal set, £95 for this. I've got new black fenders. The decals are going to be black. I'm going to change the name. At the minute the boat's called Tilly 2. That's all going to be changed. It's going to be changed to Eliza Lou, after my granddaughter and my nan who passed away some years ago. And this is the bumper strip that I'm going to have to take off, just to check those screws behind there. But as I say, that's a job for the summertime. Right, so here we are on the inside. So let's just start here. The steering wheel's okay. I'm going to get a cover for that. Don't particularly like that. Drinks holder, seen better days, great idea. Change that. This is a TomTom. The guy I bought it off said this is brilliant to use on the rivers. Never used one, so I don't know. But I think I'll probably give it a go. See what it's like. Clock and humidity and temperature. That's going to go pretty nasty. This is one of those NASA marine depth ranger, so low oil pressure. Not sure what that's all about other than it speaking for itself. Sort of panel here, navigation lights, wipers. There's one wiper there, it doesn't actually work. That's got to be changed. I mean, it's a massive screen that, and a tiny little wiper, so it's not going to do a great deal, and I need another one for that side as well. I'm also going to have hot blowers, 12-volt blowers. So I'm going to set one there, probably one there, so when we get those frosty warnings where your windscreen's all frozen, I can flick a switch and I'll have warm air blowing on the windscreen. That's an absolute must for winter cruising. Pioneer speaker doesn't work, that's got to go. So that is going to leave a massive hole in this fiberglass, and battery volts, that's probably going to go, and I don't know what that's, some kind of lighting. So I think I'm going to get rid of all of this and put a sheet of acrylic on here like I did on my 535, and put all new dials and crap on there. That remote has probably seen better days. It needs a new remote on there. These seats are just sort of flipped down at the minute. There's one there and there's one there. They're going to go. I'm going to get rid of them. I don't like them. And I'm just going to have my same sort of seats, swivel seats that I have in my 535. Gas, 2 bottles come with this boat. I'm going to have to check that hose, make sure that it's the integrity is still good, it's not worn, but that's handy, and it's all secure in there, and it's got its own compartment, very important for the BSS. This trim here, I'm going to get rid of that, put some new trim on there like I did with my 535. The gel coat on here is superb, as it is throughout the boat, so that just needs a bit of a polish. The carpets in here are in tip-top condition. Obviously, like I said previously, some dogs have been living in here, so it just needs a clean and a bit, just sort of bit of tidying up here and there. There's my electrical hookup just down there. Fire extinguisher. This little cabin drawer, whatever it is, cupboard. Just lift that and it gives you access to the engine just there. And seating as well. Talking about seating, under here we have the batteries, 2 batteries, 1 engine battery, 1 leisure battery. I'm not sure what they are, I've yet to have a look, but they're on cases, and so yeah, that looks okay. Just a bit grimy in there. These seat covers actually in really good condition, they're just horrible, so I'm going to get those covered. That one, and on this side we have a compartment which I think I'm going to stick my diesel heater. I'm going to get a Chinese diesel heater and put it in here, and I can vent it straight outside and get fresh air as well to the heater in inlet. So there's a hose pipe in here, I didn't even know. So again, just needs a bit of bilge paint in there to tidy that up. Job done. Under this floor here we have the fuel, and that absolutely stinks of fuel. And again, it just needs, I've got to take that out. I'm going to change that tank. It's just too big, and I think what's happened is they probably tried filling it from a smaller can into there, and you get spillages, and it just absolutely reeks of fuel. So I'm going to change that for 2 smaller, probably 12 litre containers that I have in my other Shetland. And again, it just needs just a clean in there with some bilge paint and bring that up. An absolute treat. Forgot to mention that compass, that's probably going to go. I don't feel that I have any need for that on the inland waterways, and that's where my iPad will go. I'm not sure what to do with this ceiling actually. I might just cover it with a 4-way carpet, because I can't stand that ceiling. So a cheap and easy quick job is to just put some 4-way carpet on that, and that will improve that. And if I can get something similar to the stretch carpet here, like a light grey colour, that'll set that off quite nice, I think. Right, so we come through these doors, hook there, always handy, hanging something like a life vest or whatever. There's some cushions there tucked behind there, that's for the back there. That's because you're supposed to be able to sleep 2 people on the back, so 4 plus 2, so you've got 2 there. This folds down into to sleep 2 people, and obviously that area there would sleep 2 people as well. So here's all the electrics and bits and pieces. Need to find the key to open this, because I'm sure there's electrics behind here. But we've got a clock and a barometer and a carbon monoxide alarm there, another fire extinguisher, some additional hooks to hang things, and what's that? I think this is only about the second time I've ever been on the inside of this boat, so it's all new to me, to be fair. That's just the charger, battery charger. So here we go. Underneath these seats we've got storage. I don't know what's in there, nothing. Handy storage there, handy storage in there. We've got a table here that sort of comes up like that, and one on that side as well. Very, very handy. So again here, this table obviously drops down and that turns into a bed. There's storage underneath here. There's some fenders. Oh, that looks like a brand spanking new fender, that one. What we got on this side? Hose and something else under there. But look, I don't know whether you can see that gel coat. It's like a brand spanking new. It's not a mark on it. Right, so these covers, horrendous. Don't like them. I'm going to take them off. What I'm going to try to do is take these off and I'm going to dye them grey just to see what they're like, and if it doesn't work I'll get them recovered. This line in here is all fine. This is what I'm going to have clean. I'm going to get a carpet cleaner in to do all this, but that's definitely got to go. I can't stand that, and definitely got to go. The curtains in here, I'm sure there's probably a better way to design these. It's so dark in here, but that would do my head in, having to keep doing that all the time. It's just ridiculous. So I've got to think of another solution to those curtains. Don't like them. Lighting, what we got up here, I guess a gas wiring gas detector. Now I'm going to try to modernise this. I don't like this really at all. I'm not sure what I want to do here. I think what I'm going to do is put some kind of get rid of this sink. I've got a different sink, so I'm going to take this sink off, take this, do something with this top, because that's going to go as well. That burner, that's going to go. I'm going to get a new burner and put a new top on here, new sink, new burner. Fridge is going to go under there. Hot water, something on there, because all it's got at the minute is cold running water, and I want hot water. And don't know what I'm going to do under there yet, but premium space really. But it's just, as you can imagine, a boat that's sort of 50 years old. It's just original and kind of dated, but really well made, you know. I mean, you know, these boats are proper solid. I haven't tried this hatch yet. I've not opened it because I'm not sure whether it is, if I put it back down, it's going to be watertight, and I don't really want any internal leaks, so I'm just going to leave that until I'm ready to mess about with that. So there's quite a lot of room here, you know, somewhere to, it's lovely, nice to have this sort of table. Again, kind of a bit dated. Think of, use some imagination for this and that. Just looks a bit rubbish really. The other thing is this carpet. This carpet is really good quality carpet and it's in really good condition. The only thing is the colour is disgusting. I can't handle it. So I'm going to get this all professionally cleaned, and then I'm going to attempt to dye it. I'm not sure what colour scheme to have in here, probably grey. I'm not sure, but I'm going to try to dye this carpet. If not, I'm going to bite the bullet and have some carpet laid in here to modernise it a little bit. And finally, I think, is the toilet. So there's the dreaded porta potty. So I can hang some winter coats on there, and this all needs a good clean inside. Whether I take this off, I think I might even take all this out of here and get those sticky tiles and put tiles on the floor rather than carpet where there's a toilet. But certainly I can hang a few coats in there. The only thing that I probably may have to find room for will probably be a microwave, because I'm kind of thinking about having a microwave, and I'm not quite sure where a microwave's going to go. If I can have all my hot water gumph, you know, in underneath this sink, then I will, and then I can probably put a little microwave up on there out the way. I don't think a microwave is a necessity, but I think it could be bloody handy. But there you go. It's just very, you know, I mean, that lining I can live with. I think that's not a problem. And the lining up here, I can live with that. It's not really sagging too much. But I can't live with that, and I can't live with this carpet. I just can't. So so once I'm gonna gut this. The next job really is to start gutting it inside, and you know, getting the guy in to give this all a good clean for me, and at the same time dye these cushions and give them a wash and dye them and see what occurs. But there is absolute tons and tons of storage in this boat. It's brilliant. It really is brilliant. It's just a lovely size boat, this. I mean, I can see that this is going to just be perfect for me and my needs. So this canopy, you can imagine this canopy as well, because it sort of slopes down here, it's going to go kind of further out that way, probably by about 2.5 foot, and come down, and it'll give you so much more space here. The downside to that is the actual cost of it. It's extortionate for a canopy. A lot of work to be done, electrical wise, and I cannot wait to crack on. So until the next time, which will be ripping out some of the inside, safe and happy boating.